Hello viewers, welcome to another video on my channel. Another Rocket League video, of course. This one is a 1v1 between aZapatos and ApparentlyJack. It's just a ranked game. Two ranked games actually, not just the one. This is the first one. They played two matches against each other, one after the other. Let's see how they end up turning out. aZapatos, of course, in his trusty old Sentio there, but conceding the first goal of the game against ApparentlyJack. Just a little mic adjustment there, sorry about that. So yeah, ApparentlyJack 1-0 up after half a minute. aZapatos looking just to gain a bit of control here against Jack. You don't want to give Jack too much of the ball because he's definitely a very controlling player, you know. He's very good at a decent fake attempt there from aZapatos, but Jack's not falling for it. Yeah, apparently Jack very much a controlling player. He likes to have possession of the ball, and he likes to take his shot as soon as he sees an opening as well. But he will work for that opening, you know. He's not going to rush. He's not going to rush the opening. He's not just going to shoot from anywhere. If he can't find a true opening, he's not just going to shoot and waste possession. He will hold on to the ball and he'll sit behind it. And it looks like he's going to go 3 goals up here. He is. 3-0 on exactly a minute played. 4 minutes remaining. Apparently Jack looking like the better player at the moment. Definitely the more clinical. He's probably had not much more possession than aZapatos. He's just been a lot more clinical with his shots and catching aZapatos a bit too far upfield at times. Obviously Jack rocking the Fennec here. And he's been looking really good in the Fennec in his RLCS matches. And he's looking equally as good here, but he does concede to aZapatos. Eventually, aZapatos probably has more of the ball, more possession so far, but finds himself 2 goals down, conceding 3 goals in a minute. Can he get himself back into this game? Oh, it looks like he is. He's just got that past Jack. Looked like a bit of a laggy touch there, but Jack doesn't connect. And aZapatos gets it past him. That definitely would have looked laggy on Jack's screen. It looked laggy on the replay, so it definitely would have looked laggy on the screen, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. aZapatos gets the goal. It looks like he's almost snuck his way past. He has snuck his way past Jack again. Very similar to the last play, actually. Really, really similar. Jack's just getting a little bit too hasty on the sidewall there. aZapatos is all square now with ApparentlyJack at 3-0, and we've not even played 2 minutes yet. He's definitely got himself right back into this game, although it looks like he's going to concede again. So far this game's just been about the goals conceded, at least. It's just been about the player being sort of a bit too far, pushed upfield, a bit too hasty, and not really getting a decent challenge on the ball. And the other player, whether that be aZapatos or Jack, is just taking shots from far out on the open net, and it's working so far, catching the other player off their line. And Jack's going to go 2 goals up here and get his 5th goal of the game. 2 minutes and 51 remaining. Again, nothing too special with the goals so far from either player. Just catching each other out. Very, very similar actually goals to each other so far. Just goals that are catching each other out. Jack's going to want to cut that out. He's the sort of type of player that doesn't like to be caught out. He likes to have control. Well, that's a really good bump from Jack. He just pops the ball really high, lets it float up into the air, float back down, and while that's happening, aZapatos is just getting bumped off the ball, and the ball just goes in. Jack actually attempting a fake kickoff here. It's not going to work because aZapatos just cannons it top left corner. Doesn't care about the fake kickoff. He just gets as much power as he can behind the ball and fires it in the top left corner. Half the game is now passed, and aZapatos gets himself back all square with Jack. He's almost catching him off guard again with the pre-flip off the sidewall. This time Jack is a little bit more wary of it, and Jack looking for a reset there in his own half. A little bit risky. If aZapatos got a clear challenge there, he probably would have conceded, would have Jack, but aZapatos not quite getting the challenge that he wanted. And Jack's now got possession of the ball, and he's going to fake a flick. Actually fakes the fake, and eventually takes the shot, but the flick is a little bit lackluster. Not the flick he was looking for. Jack again looking to edge a ball past aZapatos. He just pokes it, or tries to poke it top right corner, but it doesn't quite go on target. It comes off the crossbar, and it's an easy counter attack for aZapatos in the open net. Another little mistake there from Jack. 6-5. He's still winning, But he needs to be careful. We know how dangerous aZapatos is in that Sentio. He can do anything at any moment and catch any player off guard. Jack here has got a reset. Fakes the reset and looks to pinch it off the ground, but it doesn't quite connect. He ends up hitting the left post, and now he's got 0 boost and he's way out of play. And aZapatos is just going to go as fast as he can because he spots Jack way out of the play. And he makes it 6-all. He has tied it up. We did ask the question, can he tie it back up? He has. There's 1 minute and 27 left. Now can he push for the win? aZapatos wins the kickoff, but Jack actually gets the boost from him first. Now Jack's got all the boost and the possessions. Rush challenge from aZapatos. It does work momentarily, but he's off his goal line. He gets back in time though. Now he needs to find himself some pads, find himself some boosts. He is struggling for boost, but he does get it past Jack, and he does steal Jack's corner boost. And now Jack's on 0 boost. Where's his boost gone? He's not picked up any pads at all. He's just going to have to sit behind the ball here, which he is. aZapatos is really flailing at the ball here. And he luckily doesn't get caught out sort of mid-flip. And now he's going to look to make it his 7th goal. He decides to go low with it, but Jack sees it coming. Oh, he needs to be careful of the demo. He's been bumped off the ball, but he still has a flip. And he does use it to get back onto the wall. And now he's got control. He goes for the fast shot, but it's not quite going to catch ApparentlyJack off guard. And he goes for another shot, but Jack's equal to it. And Jack's going to try and fire this onto the open net. I think it's in. Jack knows it's in. Oh, it's off the post. Oh, aZapatos actually nearly reading that off the post to save it. Jack was maybe a little bit too confident there of that going in. But it goes in nonetheless. And he's now a goal up with 20 seconds remaining. 7-6 to Jack. Can aZapatos get himself a goal? He tries to go for something fancy, but he doesn't quite pull it off. It looks like Jack's going to get his 8th goal here. Oh, and aZapatos just forfeits before the goal actually goes in. That's a shame. He would have been 2 goals down with possibly 12 seconds remaining. He could have got a couple of kick-off goals in that time. It's unlikely because Jack's kick-off is really good. So he decides to take the forfeit, and he's going to go next, and there is another game. So here we go. Okay, game 2 on Forbidden Temple. Can aZapatos get his revenge on Jack? This game was played just after the game we've just seen. So they immediately both queued back up and queued back into each other. As you can see, both the car presets are exactly the same. Jack's looking for a nice double here off the wall, and he does get it off the backboard. Really clean double from there, from Jack I should say. A really fast double as well. Wasted absolutely no time with it at all. Nice tight angle off the double. He drops it into aZapatos' net. aZapatos now looking to equalise. It's actually a decent little flick to the top left corner. Jack just about gets there to save it. It's a really good save. Jack's going to go quick here. Doesn't work though. aZapatos gets a really nice 50. Gets his car perfectly goal side. Blocks any kind of attempt of a shot. And actually cleanly wins the ball. And is able to score in Jack's wide open net to make it 1-1 with 30 seconds played. Jack looks like he's going to get a 2nd goal here of kickoff though. Somehow bumps aZapatos, even though aZapatos was behind him. He gets a bump on him off of kickoff. I don't think aZapatos was getting back to it anyway. Jack again. Momentarily looking like he wins the kickoff, but it's actually aZapatos that comes away with the possession and the boost. And he looks for the reset shot. Not quite though, and Jack's going to get another counter-attack goal. Make it 3-1. The thing is with aZapatos, he's an extremely good player. Extremely mechanical, but sometimes he can be quite all-in. And if you're going to be all-in on a play, you need to score with it. You know, you need to score. You need to at least put a really dangerous shot on net that's hard to save. And Jack's going to go 4-1 up here. aZapatos is already looking like he's tilted. No inputs there on Jack's 4th goal. aZapatos needs to just keep his head in the game here. Keep his head in the game, otherwise Jack's going to just start running away with it if he isn't already. And aZapatos is flailing a little bit. He's flailing quite badly on his goal line. Expecting a sooner shot there from Jack, but Jack just kind of fakes it and slows the play down a little bit. Makes aZapatos jump off his post, and as soon as he sees that, he just takes the shot. Nothing aZapatos can do because he's stuck in the air. He can't adjust quick enough to save it. aZapatos actually sneaking that past Jack on his near post. Jack not expecting aZapatos to turn for that ball. It was a risky play that he pulls it off, and it does work, and he gets himself a 2nd goal. And we're only just over a minute now, 1 minute and 20 played. And there's been 7 goals between these two. Who's going to get the next goal? Not quite aZapatos just yet, but he's still got possession of the ball. He just dinks it over Jack. And it's actually an open net momentarily. Jack bumps him into the ball and almost into his own net, but it actually comes off the crossbar. Luckily for him. And unluckily for aZapatos, it doesn't go in. aZapatos looking gonna go for a reset here once again. It's quite an all in play, but he dunks Jack heavily on the goal line, and that's what I meant earlier. If you're gonna go all in, you gotta make sure it's a really dangerous shot, or at least follow up the save, which is what aZapatos did there. He followed up Jack's save, and in doing so, he manages to get the dunk. The longer car that is the Sentio. Now he's gonna look for a flick. No, he's not. He's gonna dribble it instead and try and go around Jack, but Jack, he's covering that near post, and aZapatos isn't going to find his way past this time. Jack almost connecting with the bump there. Nearly connects with the bump, and he would have had a 7th goal if he did. He's got possession now. He's going to try and take a shot here. He's going to cut in field. Doesn't go for the shot. Decides to back out. I think that's smart. He decides to go for the bump there. Interesting. I think he's trying to tilt aZapatos here a little bit by going for really aggressive plays. Half the game is gone now. aZapatos is the one with the possession for a second. Jack makes a comfortable save, and now he's going to take the 100 boost and have full possession of the ball here. And tries to go for a quick shot, catch aZapatos off his line, and he does so, and aZapatos is flailing. He doesn't know what way to go, and that's it. He's had enough. He doesn't want to play Jack anymore. He's getting off. He's quitting the game. He's had enough. And Jack played there really well, to be fair. Obviously going for the bumps to try and tilt aZapatos a bit. Well, look at this goal again, from aZapatos' point of view. And it's definitely an awkward shot, and he flips, and he just makes it even more awkward for himself. Leaves himself wide open to get demoed as well, and that's exactly what Jack does. He sees the demo, and he just goes for it. Simple as that. And the ball just rolls into aZapatos' net. Jack takes both games then, pretty comfortably, I would say. I don't think aZapatos, well, I don't think Jack is a good matchup for aZapatos, really. Jack's just way too controlled, and he's certainly not a wasteful player, let's just say that much. And aZapatos can be quite all in on his plays, and Jack likes that. He likes to sit back, let people go all in on their plays, save the ball and take an easy shot on the open net. He's very, very capable of doing that over and over and over again. Anyway, for all the people that clicked on this video, I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did enjoy it. Leave a comment as well. It's nice to interact with the viewers. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon.